while though, and we need to level up some. So I think we're at a point now that we're at the Bloody Baron's place, and we've got people quests.
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow.
And then we'll do that one, but let's clear up some of these lower end quests. Actually, we left off in the courtyard, so I want to look at the armor stuff. Because like I said, I think that's a Dwarven Master. This guy right here is a Dwarven Master Smith. Who are these guys?
How can I help you?
Interesting lilt in your voice. You originally from Skellige?
Ardskellig. Spent my whole childhood in Holmstein.
Why'd you leave?
Always had a liking for the smithy. I'd sit there all day taking things in. The heat of the furnace, the smell of the hot steel, the pounding hammers. At 17 winters, my dad told me he could teach me no more. Sent me out there into the world, bid me to hone my craft. A few years on, I had my master crafting papers. Then the war broke out and I landed here.
What are you selling? What's good?
She has a lot of coin. Players went.
Up for a few rounds of Gwent?
I mean, it's not so much about the cards, it's just a matter of strategy. See, like, this is really good, because I got my range, my siege. I can throw him out there and throw it out fighting the Frost. Girl. Oh man, she wants to totally try to decimate me. Here, let's throw out our other archer guy. Fuck, really?
Yeah, I can't compete against someone who has fucking 2 10s. Yeah, done. Yeah, I gotta raise my game a bit first. You win. Congrats. Who's this guy? Anybody? Alright, let's talk to this guy.
How may I assist you?
Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets. So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable. Can't constrain movement, and I gotta be able to get in it without anybody's help.
That all? Sure it shouldn't be self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite in the bushes?
Sounds great. Can you make a suit like that?
No, but find someone who can and I'll gladly meet them. Ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If it's got to be durable, it can't be light.
It can. Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Tordarroch use on Undvik.
Joanna, I told you time and again to stay silent when I talk to customers. Shouldn't pester folk with those nonsense Skellige legends of yours.
It ain't legend, and it ain't nonsense. My granddad would go to Undvik for his armour. Said Tordarroch folk made the best. Till last year, that is, when a giant ravaged their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
On condition you bring the tools. But only then.
These legends mention where the forge might be?
Yes, north side of the isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
Look for the tools next time I'm in Skellige. Take care now.
How can I help you?
What are you selling? What's good?
No, she can't craft anything. Not yet, anyways.
Take care now.
How may I assist?
See what he has.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Okay, no cards, no recipes. There's a couple books down here, though. Let's see what the books are.
so he's just an armor smith. Let's see if I can beat this guy at Gwent.
Yearning to play a few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
He probably has fucking superpower cards too. Really don't think I have enough cards in any other faction. No card is the closest. So yeah, let's start off with catapults. Nice. They're less cards. Okay, right. Yes. So not only is the chick a better armor, or the Gwent player, she's also a better armor. Fight, you know.
You white one, look like you got soused last night too.
I need to get some stuff off of this dude.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile?
Show me what you got.
Oh, he has the Gwent card. I think I wanted the blind. I wanted all the horse stuff off of him, right? Yeah. So let's get that first. I'm almost sure that crossbow's the same, but. $457. Some parts here. Parts is parts, right? I have a lot of. I should have a lot of plotters. Dwarven spirits. I have 100. Mutagens. Mutagens are more shit to him, apparently. Not getting rid of any bear fat. He's not buying that for shit.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of Gwent.
Another decoy. I think I'm actually yeah, it's all scattered everywhere. have enough? Let's see. He probably does. That's going to tie us. That's going to go ahead. Through so much. All he needs is one card.
Fancy a gander at our little stock?
No, I forgot I have to.
See ya.
To equip the horse. Alright, so those two off, you should be able to get the saddle. Now we'll talk to you.
Fancy a gander?
See what you're offering.
Show me what you
right?
got.
I know what you're offering, 'cause I know what I want. Still not enough, is it, for the saddle? 457. Let's get the saddle and let's get some foods if I can. Bread is so expensive. Baked potatoes are so expensive. Why?
See ya.
Alright. Let's do this real quick. Sell that off.
Fancy a gander
Carry
at
around
our
a
little
bunch of extra
stockpile?
Shite.
Show me what you got.
And now we can run around a lot longer without having to worry because we can carry a lot more. There we go. Fare thee well.
See ya.
Alright, let's look at our quest log. Guess let's go. What is the Pyres in Belgrade? Visit Tristan. No, that's in another section. There's Chenian Woods. There's the Griffin School gear. Let's go to the Pellers Hut, I guess. Let's get pretty close. 6 o'clock. Notice board. Out of the way, peasants.
Oh, hey!
God's bless you.
After what you've done for us, you got a friend in me, boys.
Not too far.
else is racing?
Can we talk?
Aye. Long as it's short and to the point, 'cause I don't wag me tongue for jollies.
Sure you do.
They call me Radko.
Woman's involved.
I arrange the horse races here. You must have heard talk. Want to try? Say the word. Don't, sod off.
Want to sign up?
Don't need no signing. Long as you're here come sunset. And bring gold for the betting. Ah, finally here. Rules are simple. Choose who you're going to run against, make your wager, then ride to Blackbow and back. First the winner, second's a bleeding cunt. Got it? So, who you going to race? Stuttering Matko, Iron Arse Hands, or Black Bogdan?
I'll take Stuttering Matt.
You'll say, fuck it.
Come on, let's set the wager and get racing.
That's it, Roach.
Come on.
Unearthly with your senses, they prattle on about them. Yet you just got outrun by a common grunt. Lost your gold.
Ow.
But get some more, and I'll arrange a rematch. All right. Who else is racing?
I thought I followed. I was ahead of the guy. How did he? I don't know. No, we want main quest. There we go. I thought we wanted Roach. I don't blame you one bit.
Run, Roach. Come on, Roach. Whoa there, Roach.
Already been here? Apparently so. Apparently not.
This downpour's a bastard, it is.
And since the local top of the day. Will you join the tournament? Eh? A bit of honest fist fighting to clear the lungs and bowels.
Sure.
Though I warn you, Jonah can be fierce. Likes to bite. Get me? So, what'll it be?
What are the rules?
We mostly use fists, but no one looks askance at a straight kick to the stones. Defeat Jonah, then Smithy, and stand fish gulper, and you'll earn the right to face the sergeants. Velen's champion.
Sure, why not?
All right. Let's see just how fierce Jonah is.
Feast your eyes on an epic clash between Jonah and the Drifter. Drifters defeated Jonah! Could this be a new champion of Velen in the making? Who can tell? You've still Smithy from the inn at the crossroads to defeat, then Fishgulper from Lindenville. I'll leave you to guess what he does.
Bacon, lard, red sausage. Now it's acorn flour and tufts of burdock. And all you can trade is what little hoop's left.
Where the hell am I at? Okay, yeah, I thought I was in Black Bow. So, yes, I have.
It won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse. This be the Witchman, freak of nature. Pick more interesting things from my nose.
Oh, I guess since we're here, let's go meditate. We haven't meditated just till morning.
You won't be as cocky once the Baron and men whip your arse.
If only we were forever getting tossed at the tavern.
This be the Witchman, freak of nature. Pick more interesting things.
It's ploughing boring again.
What do you want?
I don't want nothing from you, bitch.
We'll get the outboard.
Hey, look. Some strength. Ever heard?
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller?
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
What do you want from him?
To give him what he deserves.
And that is?
He done conjured auguries. Said something evil had made its nest in Edric's bowels. Told Edric to eat rowan berries. Lots of them.
Ever since Edric's lived in the outhouse. And he's got hardened pustules all over him.
Just so happens I need the Peller alive. So if you agree to leave him alone, for good, I'm willing to tell you how to help Edric.
Well, all in all...
Yes or no?
Fine. Let's hear it.
A tea of mullein leaves for his belly, and cover his boils with mallow. A few days and he'll be good as new.
Noted. But if it don't work, we'll be back. Move out, boys. Scabies.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up.
My old lady will know. Got a knack for herbs.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper. Designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Peller. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her.
Protecting it
From what?
Oh, the dear.
Daddy?
Besieged she was, evil all around, wanted to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
Yeah,
Tis not for mouth
talk it up
speech,
here.
nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Peller could do.
I'm sure there was something more you could do. So yeah, we're looking for
Anna and her
chick
daughter
that
are
we're
missing.
supposed to
Know
protect.
where they are?
Nay. Peller don't know.
You're lying.
But the spirits could know. The Peller will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost.
Let me
lost,
know, dude. I'll find
Must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess of Pig or something?
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
Go.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, Princess! Where have you got to, girl?
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell. The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow. But for a while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
I asked Edric
doesn't have shit. You're poor, useless. Oh, wait, he had an old goat hide. Oh, that must have been the forefather. The one that you sacrificed with the goat's blood.
This way, I think. Another clue. Good.
I get the feeling I'm gonna have to fight off some wolves or something.
This way, I think.
It looks like poop, not tracks.
Another clue.
Where do the tracks lead after that? Over here. Okay.
This way, I think.
The posy here. Oh, there we go.
Another clue. Damn, you're ugly.
Here.
This way, I think. There you are. Here, goat. Here, princess. Hoofed and horned. Should have known it would be stubborn. All right, time to try the bell. Come on, let's go see the Peller. Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? Come on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful. Where the hell did you go?
Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
Shitballs.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? You're no roach, but I bet we can be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Princess, flee not from the pillar, for there are wolves about.
Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Okay, you can go shag the goat later.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
The White Wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Fine. Be right back. Will this do?
It's a big rat. Holy cow. I think it's a rat. Possible.
They are not here. They is gone. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just a child. A child that lives not, yet did not die.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to
Because
remember.
he was daddy. He was daddy and grandpa.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you. You must have noticed something.
The Peller's old, near blind. But Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White Wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help, lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the White Wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Pella.
Mm-hmm. And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefather's Eve this year. But we'll find a way, all the same.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefather's Eve? Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefather's Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Hey, got 100 XP. See if shit sells.
White Wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Folk from the village come here often?
Oh, when help they need, the Pella they seek.
Help with what?
With the dead that come a-haunting, peace must be made. But they must then wait for Forefather's Eve. Or when an evil spirit runs wild in a homestead. Drive the spirit off, the Pella can.
And if I needed, say, a love potion?
Then to the witch you would be sent. Not a matter for the Pella, that.
Could use a few potion ingredients. Show me what you got.
Oh, shites, does he have stuff? I need a fuck ton of money for this guy. Fuck ton of money, I say. I don't have shit for you right now, buddy, but I'll be back.
So long.
Shit I need. Did not mean to do that, but... Read the bestiary. There's botchlings, oh, cursed ones, here we go. Vulnerable against axis signs and cursed oil. There we go. Okay. Hoping it hasn't been off this whole time. Anyways, back. So let's see. Boxer are perhaps the most repulsive creatures a witcher will ever have the displeasure of meeting, and born of dead, unwanted babies discarded without a proper burial. Their appearance is that of a partially decayed fetus, their unformed flesh twisted with hate, fear, and malice. These hideous creatures feed on the blood of pregnant women driven by a mad hunger that most often leads to their victim's death. Alright, so we did that part. Now we need to go talk to the Baron. Das Baron Guten Tag. Quite a way away. That guy, I swear, fucking Asmo's not a thing back then, is it? Oh. Fuck y'all.
Hide, good folk! Hide!
Go, Witcher, go. Go. Run, girl, run.
There against the dark stormy sky. At least don't let them go hungry. Will invite you to dance. You dance in a row, away from the dawn towards the darkness. Rain will wash the tears.
Lightning strike.
Talk to Radko. He's the one that sets the races.
Gloriness full. What did I do to deserve your
The castle's on fire!
A little late! Oh, it hurts. Quick, no! Oh! What are you pushing?
Set the stable afire. We've got to put it out. I'm not going near this.
Let's see how close we're going to be to
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
Our bloody barons with bloody plowing barons. All put out. What do you say now?
Looks like rain. Spreading.
lifted.
With a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right? They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
What? Lost your nerve? We need to talk.
Now we get into another cutscene that lasts half an hour.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna?
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
You knew they had run away from the start?
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna, And it wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next? It only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Seen a lot of dead in my time, but that must have been hard.
Unspeakably so. My legs gave out. I saw fields of corpses at Sodden. Saw witches burn in Maribor. But compared to this, all that was a rabbit's prick alongside a great oak. And the guilt is all mine.
We don't know that yet. The amulet Anna wore could be linked somehow. Maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
Wrapped it in a clean sheet and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Still not sure what to do.
Whatever you decide, we must put an end to my child's suffering.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
I'll save it just in case. I want to turn it into a lubberkin, I believe. In case I fuck up. Oh, this is the one.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes garroting, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one who wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Legends is sent to trouble.
Do something! What do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family. Need to hurry.
On with it. Worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her? What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
Wait.
In 1 day's time, Daya should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. The guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But...
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
That's not what I wanted to do. Midnight.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you.
Dea.
Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Baron gets shouted. He gets angry.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more. What do we have here? Bones have been here a while.
CSI. Valen.
Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here. Fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, aye. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come.
Flashback.
Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally, they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds. Swarms of them coursing over the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. But then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara alerted, brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come, a time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Thanks for your help.
The lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Say you're poor, dude. You got some pearls and shit.
We're simple folk. We seek no quarrel.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Shit. Some XP. Shit down here to die. Oh, skill good. There's always shit down here. Yep. third of the way to level 9. Like I said, I think this was the better way to go now.
Dry heads brigade? You're right. Non-humans.
What the hell? I didn't even see the stuff there. whole lot of wood. Oxenford. Holy shit balls. That's a long ways away. I think that's time for a bathroom break, in all honesty. We are back. Got a ways to go. Holy cow. Oh, wait, hold does 12 damage. Steel weapon. That was our silver weapon? Silver sword. I guess we'll give it a try. So let's not steal.
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow.
Well, I did start on the opposite quest. Loady, loady, loady. Loady screen. Loady, loady, loady.
Been down north, when a wench takes ill, they send her to the woods for kindling, where beasts devour her. Got an ill look in your eyes.
I didn't do nothing.
Scout training protection, or if you get it in your witch keep on the thing. Focus on cross.
Odin is kind with me.
Huh?
We're simple folk who seek no quarrel.
I'm watching you.
Burn down huts and shit.
Well, yeah.
Drats! Just sent Grandad out for some dry brushwood.
break in a little box like that? All the break.
Oi, white knob.
Spreads disease, defeatism and desertion.
Holy cow. He's looting himself. He's not even paying attention to him.
Enjoy living, freak, while you can.
Heading the right way. Yes, I am. Well,
try, grey boy. What'll become of us? Come through.
Classy, eh?
Yes? It's damp. It's damp.
It's raining, of course it's going to be damp.
Let's not get distracted from life jacket. She's trying to sell herself.
Looks like rain.
Long live acceptance.
What? Down.
Shoot!
Appalling manners.
Wow.
Awful
Yeah, we got some
weather.
quests already.
Good thing we'll leave soon.
Good golly, a witcher.
Best ways this side of the Pontar. Go on, don't think twice, just buy. White one. Taking a peek at my wares, yeah? Go on, don't think twice, just buy.
Yes.
Your kind spreads disease.
Huh?
Defeatism and desertion.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Got every right to be angry at your father, but he's worried about you.
I have a right. Thank you kindly. So good to have the approval of his hired thug. And my father worries only about what to get soused on next.
He's no saint, that's clear. But he's got the whole province on its feet looking for you. Finding you and your mother, seems to me there's nothing more important to him now. I know evil men. He's not one of them.
Shame he never showed such concern before. Especially for my mother.
He made a mistake and knows that. I'm not defending him, just saying that maybe he's come to realize what he's done, and what you mean to him.
Oh, wonderful. I'll bear that in mind. Did you really come all the way here just to tell me that?
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the eternal fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The eternal fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
He looks back at the cat. Another 150 XP, I'm good with that. Read the mysterious letter. Don hard colors, we will set out searching for help and find her. I promise you, we'll get to your future. Okay, the cat's still moving. I'm like, did the cat die? Man, a lot of copies of this do-it-yourself book. I'll take all this loot, man. I'll take it. Privy for the path.
Maybe it's true what they say. Witches have
Long live Radovid!
appalling manners.
Best wares this side of the Ponta.
crow's perch. Not really tired, but it's just yawning. Oxygen.
And you shan't steal no youngins? In exchange
No, I
for your
shan't.
Midges were biting on account of this downpour.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Oh, why thank you.
Thanks, mate. You saved my sorry ass.
Midges were biting on account of this downpour.
Just perfect.
Off goes
Hey!
the water's rain.
Dribbling.
Oh, just perfect.
Up or not? Can I not get in? Thought I had looted that before, but apparently I had not.
Didn't matter where the grub's from, long as the bowl's full. Not my fault we ended 6 feet under the birches. Why do you have to play the hero?
Not one of the Baron's men, are you?
Ye seek trouble? Don't. It'll find ye.
What?
Witcher, a word, please.
Wow, everybody wants to talk to me now.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
You white one, looked like you got soused last night too.
Dribbling.
Say, have I been here? Apparently not.
Please, I'm begging.
What is it, Grey Boy?
Please, I'm begging.
Cloud must have burst.
Shit, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Took me to some decent loot. I'll take it.
Cloud must have burst.
Ow.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Daya most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out.
I'm sure you're not suffering from the chills with all that clothing and all that fat.
Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
I saw her. We talked. She said I could tell you she's safe.
When will she come home?
And that she's not coming back.
She's not to return. But I've prepared all for her. Her room's await. I sent away for new pantoblas from Toussaint. How can she not come back?
Sooner you accept this, the better. Face it, you haven't been the best father.
I have not, true. But I'd change, I'd be different. If only she'd return. If only they'd both come back. Maybe all is not yet lost. She's in Oxenfurt, you say? Well, maybe she hasn't left. Maybe she'll hear me out.
You can always try. Wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
I shall try. I must. Life is pointless without her and Anna. I've nothing to lose. Incidentally, what of my Annie? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
Here we go. Gotta play Ciri again.
That lass of yours,
15 more
pure
minutes of
luck
my
in the
life
flesh.
wasted.
To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
At Kaer Morhen.
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads, as I recall.
I'm not a witcher. Just grew up there.
I believe it, seeing how you swing that sword. Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face. Too much of a coward to race a woman?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak. Day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop! Come on, Siri, don't you embarrass us!
Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
Kick it!
Show how it's done!
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Don't want this to shut off in the middle of race. Do it.
Come on, lass! Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Another chance to win.
We just brought it dinner. Or breakfast. It's morning. Breakfast. Loading, loading.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were it to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too. So long.
We have a lot of quests, I believe. Matters. Secondary quest. Fist of Fury Island. Hinder of the Faith. Truth is in the Stars. Master Armors. Collect them all. Volunteer. Planning keeps Witcher contracts. Oh, high fucking level. Look at that shit. Treasure hunts. Probably do Griffin. Only failed 2, right? Bitter Harvest and Big Papers. With that, I'll say it's time we quit for the day. So once again, it's been a pleasure. A lot of cut scenes there. That's going to take up a lot of time. I believe actually someone has put together all the cut scenes, and it's like a full-length movie. It's like 2.5 hours or something. Anyways, so once again, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share or leave a comment. That would be awesome. I appreciate it. Have a good day, folks.